to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swabs it with Earl so it glistens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Bryan pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
The boys will let you know when there's a spurner. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's going on? This is Salty Language, episode 215.
The footballiest podcast on the network.
Now, what kind of football are you talking here?
Oh, yeah. Wait.
I don't know where that went. For those new to the show, I'm Bryan, and phoning it in this week.
Dum-dum-dum.
Gross.
Is Tony.
Gross.
With my 6+ Skype line.
Yep. Probably more reliable than mine at this point.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Yick.
Yeah, it's official. My laptop. It's dead, Jim.
Damn. We can't even play taps for it or anything.
I know, right?
It's all right. Could have got a couple kazoos and done
it. That would have been awesome.
That would have shown it the respect it deserved.
For sure. Fucking piece of shit.
So definitely no, it wasn't the battery just being too dead. Well,
it doesn't seem like it. I really need to do a little more research, but
yeah.
The couple little fixes that I read for that particular model for the problem it's having did not work. So it's like, yeah, maybe I could take it to a laptop shop and have them give me a quote.
Yeah.
But if they want to charge to look at it, I might just tell them to go fuck themselves.
Their quote is, you see that trash bin over there?
Yeah, exactly.
I just wing it in there as hard as you can.
Like, this laptop you got here is cutting edge in Afghanistan. That's right, I said Afghanistan.
Always on the cusp of the new terminologies. I got nothing there. I don't know. Oh boy, did that come through. Jeez.
Oh, a little beard scratching?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot the mic's like right there.
Yeah, so if your fetish is beard scratching, and you're welcome.
That's true.
For
any grizzly bears listening, it sounds like, sweet, sweet love in the woods.
Sounds like it, seems like it would sound more violent than that. I don't know.
No, grizzly bears are gentle lovers.
Oh, all right. I'm not sure I want to test that theory.
You sure? Go out into the pine forest and rub a little salmon under your armpits?
Well, what are the odds you find a sloppy bottom, grizzly bear? I just don't think the odds are good.
Probably not.
Yeah. I think they're all power tops.
You're probably right.
Even if they're not supposed to be.
Then there's the underfed ones, the twinks.
Right. Oh, it's just a whole mess.
It is.
I don't want to get into that community.
No.
No. Wait. Are we still talking about the animals here?
Maybe.
Damn it, Tony. some quick business to get out of the way.
All right.
The episodes of Jedi Council that I was on with Clint and various other folks, and Moving the Needle that I was just on this past Sunday, are now both posted and ready for your listening pleasures.
Nice.
Yeah,
I did listen to the Jedi Council session. I haven't made it to Moving the Needle yet.
Yeah, you can listen to me and others discuss our great actors in terrible movies, which was pretty fun. So
it's got to be a fun topic.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of difficult actually at first because like I was telling them, I actually mentioned it on the show, but I was like, part of my criteria was I didn't want to pick somebody, and I forgot to say this, but I meant to. Someone else brought it up later, and it was a great point. Was I didn't want to pick somebody who was in like their first movie. You know what I mean?
Because they weren't a great actor at the
exactly.
time. They were. It's Jeff Goldblum in Death Wish.
Yeah. Hey, don't be calling Death Wish a bad movie, damn
Oh,
it.
I'm not.
I was gonna say.
Like I said, I mean, Jeff Goldblum's had a fantastic career since then.
Yeah.
But it's still my favorite line he's ever said.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I'm not going to go into, who I picked because obviously you need to go listen to the episode.
For sure.
But it was funny because, I also didn't want to pick, I didn't want to pick people who were later in their careers either. But then when I realized, after looking back at my picks, I think I did it on both counts.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But my goal was to pick movies to where the actors went into them going, this is a good idea for my career kind of a thing.
Right.
So, but yeah, there was a lot of laughs to be had as we all tore apart some really awful movies.
I mean, that would have been a...
Oh, it just cut.
I
didn't hear it. It cut out.
Oh, well, of course it did, because Skype sucks to dicks.
It is sucking all of them tonight.
No, it would have made a great Q to W.
Oh, yeah. Actually, it would. It's funny because I'm getting inspirations for Q of the W's kind of from other shows.
Nice.
Yeah. But, yeah, whatever. But, yeah, that was a lot of fun, and I can't wait. They said something about, maybe having me back, which was either incredibly nice or truthful. I don't know which, but I would love to go do that again. It was good fun.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So, yeah. So there's that business out the way.
Business.
Yep.
Yeah, you've been like I said last week, I believe, the rising star of the podcast world all of a sudden.
Well, Nickel's been slacking off, so someone had to take over.
Good point.
And Heno hasn't been on as many shows that I've heard lately, so I figure someone needs to step in and take this over.
Someone needs to step up.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Who better than one of the elder statesmen of our group of podcasters?
It's true. Especially like with the whole Jedi Council thing. It makes perfect sense.
Yep. Well, in two ways, because I'm probably older than a lot of the people I've podcasted with this week.
Right.
There's a few that I'm not, but a lot of them I'm probably right at or older. So, yeah, But yeah, it was good fun. Good fun. I highly recommend it.
It's that's the one awesome thing about doing other people's podcasts is you just can talk.
Yeah.
If Skype sucks a dick, you just go, eh.
Yeah.
That's your problem.
Yeah, no doubt.
Now it's our problem.
Yeah, well, of course it is.
Yes.
Skype, unlike grizzly bears, not a gentle lover.
No, Skype is raw and aggressive.
Yeah, it is.
Like, looks you in the eyes.
Right. It's like, here, look, I have a bag of dicks. Let's see how many of them I can fit into your orifices.
Yes. I have a bag of dicks and Harley Quinn's comical mallet.
And by the end of the evening, all of them will have disappeared.
Yes, exactly.
I'm kind of intrigued, however.
Yet terrified.
Yeah, as well I should be. Oh, man. So how's this week treated you, sir?
It's, been a short work week, which is fine, but it's been rough, which is not fine.
Right. Like
but
Skype loving, right?
Skype loving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving it. Ugh.
You're not, though. I felt like a Florentine bit coming on there because it reminded me. He actually said that. He was like, I'm loving it. No, you're not. No one loves it.
No, you're not. No, but it's been a good week, though. I mean, we, as people may be aware if they follow me on social medias, we have a fresh-faced dog in our house now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the dog we almost adopted 2 weeks ago came back up for adoption.
I was going to ask you that. I kind of thought it was the same dog, but I wasn't sure. Yeah.
I got a text from Michelle, like, I don't remember what day it was. Must have been Friday. She was like, hey, you know that dog you almost adopted? I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, yeah, the people that adopted it just brought it back to Jesse's work and just left it there.
Nice.
I was like, oh, wow. She's like, so you still interested? I'm like, yeah, but, you know, it's Jeannie's birthday weekend. So I'm like, I am, but I can't really get her anytime soon.
Yeah.
Because we're booked solid.
Right.
But they just kept her at her house because they have a dog, too. And
yeah.
We got her Sunday, and it's been, you know, she's not quite housebroken.
So you and her have something in common. No big deal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We go shit on the rug together.
I thought you were going to say go shit outside together, and then you took it to the rug. I like that.
But it's been a long time since I've had a puppy. I forgot how much work they are.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because you say puppy, and you look at the picture, and she looks kind of big for a puppy.
Yeah, she's bigger than...
Yeah, although I know, like, a puppy, it's kind of like the first year they're a puppy, basically. So,
but she's in theory 5-6 months old. We're not real sure.
Okay.
But she's bigger than my last dog was now as a pup. You know.
Right.
So, but she's like, you know, super blue nose pit bull, super love. I know there's lots of stereotypes.
Yeah. Whatever.
But she's like so fucking lovable and smart, and she listens real well. So
that's good.
It's just a matter of time, and she'll fit right in.
How's
the cat? Oof.
I was just going to ask about that. Yeah.
We brought the dog in, and the cat did the perfect "I'm going to become a Halloween decoration" pose.
Nice.
You know,
right?
Because black cat too.
Right. Got established dominance. Right.
Well, yeah, it was the back arched up, and the dog just ran up and sniffed it, and then ran away, and then the cat just ghosted.
Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. Yeah.
He's made various appearances, but it was like this with Dublin too. You know, I mean, it took about 2-3 weeks for them to actually be in the same room and not want to kill each other.
Right. This will be good too, you know, because the puppy's going to want to play.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how it's going to work out once, you know, because like I said, the cat comes around, but not like Jeannie's been taken for a walk every morning. So this morning, you know, dog was out of the house, and I'm like, all right, bring the cat upstairs so I kind of walk around and sniff.
Yeah.
And I set the cat down, and its tail's all puffed. And it was like creeping around like a ninja, you know?
Well, yeah, it's training, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It was entertaining to watch.
Yeah. It's like, you're not such a tough killer now, are you?
But yeah, so, awesome. You know. So it's definitely a process. Yeah. I mean, we got her this big-ass knotted rope because, you know, we need to give her shit to chew so she doesn't chew things she's not supposed to.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to exercise yesterday, right?
Right.
And she's just going bananas with this rope, and she just tears the shit out of it.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
And she just smashed it into my foot, which isn't that big of a deal.
Right.
With the exception of one thing. I've got, like, a bad toenail. from like past athlete's foot, and it's like when you play StarCraft, right?
Yeah.
Here's an analogy.
I can't wait for this.
And you're like wiping out like the Zerg army you're fighting, but you haven't quite taken them out. And there's like one last stronghold.
Right.
That was my nail for athlete's foot. That last stronghold.
Right.
So the dog smashes his finger into my foot, and it like broke my nail in half.
Wow.
It was horrifying.
Wow, I bet that was a good time, I'm sure.
It actually didn't feel that bad. So I'm like, that thing must just be dead.
You've got the, which is that, I can't, was it Mr. Deeds?
Oh, right. He's got the dead foot or whatever.
He stabs him with the skewer thing, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, now it's like, well, now I can, you know, get some more of that delicious antifungal goodness closer to the root of the problem or whatever.
Delicious antifungal goodness. Nice. Well, you can bust out your flip-flops again now, too.
Well, I'm like, fuck, if you're going to look at my bad toe, it's on you.
Right. I hope you never get a bad ball.
Yeah, it's true. Just hang it out. Yeah. Like sir, you have chewing gum on your... Oh, God.
It's a rather large piece of... Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
But that, and it was, because it was, we'd left her on her first day for, like, I don't know, like a few hours by herself in the house to just kind of see how, because we're not really big craters. We don't like crating dogs.
Right. Neil, calm down right now. All right.
Right. But I did my best to put everything up that I thought would be like a chew toy.
Yeah.
You know, and I was having nightmares thinking when I'm at work, like, oh, God, I'm going to come home and, like, the couch cushions are going to be inside out. You know,
Sure,
because I've seen these pictures online before.
Right.
Well, kids got home, and, you know, they sent me a text like, hey, everything's fine. They had to clean up a couple messes, which that's going to happen.
Yeah, those are probably from you in the morning anyway.
Yeah, you know, we're trying to top each other.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, competitive shitting.
That's all you got. Like, Tony, she is a puppy. When I was a pup, I was shitting bigger than that.
Ugh. But the dog decided to take our satellite TV remote and thought it was a chew toy.
Right.
Annihilated it.
I think that's going to be the theme, is whenever the dog picks something as a chew toy, annihilated it is probably going to be the next step.
Annihilated it.
Yeah.
But in the process of destroying it and showing it who's boss,
Right.
she...
good TV.
Huh?
That's a good TV right there.
Yeah, well, yeah, because she DVR'd all kinds of shit. like Home Shopping Network and various, like, some sort of random, like, car show I've never heard of.
Nice. Was it the one where was it the one with the guy who rescues pit bulls? Because that'd be hilarious.
That would have been hilarious. No, she doesn't respect the guy. Have you seen his hairdo?
Yeah, fair enough.
It's pretty horrible.
It's fair enough. All right.
Starburns has a better hairdo.
Nice.
But she also ordered some movies.
Yeah?
Yeah, she rented American Sniper.
Right.
And she rented 50 Shades of Grey twice.
Must have been.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Interesting day.
Very much. Which, you know,
what an emotional ride that is.
Yeah, headshots and spankings.
Right. Twice. Yeah.
So, yeah, that was fun to call, you know, have Jeannie, she called them up and was like, yeah, my dog ordered a bunch of movies. They wiped them off her bill, so that was cool.
Oh, well, that's awesome, because I could see them just as easily going, yeah, nice try.
You're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Your dog destroyed it.
Right,
sure.
Yeah, it ate your homework. We get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's been a good few days.
It's pretty awesome. So what do you do to control the TV with no remote?
Because we have two boxes.
Okay, right.
So because Logan had one in his room, so we're like, why not?
Yeah.
So we just took his remote.
That's fair.
And I looked. We could buy one through DirecTV for like $25 plus whatever, or I could buy one off of Amazon with a Prime shipping for like $6.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably less than 10. Yeah.
So I think that's what I'll be doing. I know it sounds crazy.
That's the way I would go too. Yeah.
Get it in 2 days and it's way cheaper. Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, twist my arm here.
Yeah. Now, did you also get the dog a chew toy one?
Yeah, really. That's. I mean, I gave her. You know, she had a couple rawhide bones, and we need to get her more shit to chew.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's like I said, not things we care about.
Right. Note to self: don't go to Tony's. Why is the dog chewing me? I think you know the answer. Like,
You podcasted with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's been a big chunk of our week is dealing with that.
Yeah, it seems like it would be because you know, bringing a new tornado into your house is
exactly. Especially like I said, it's getting better if the house breaking, but the first couple days are. I'm just going to stand here and just piss.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
I'm walking and crapping at the same time. It's like that's cool.
Yeah, don't lie. You're like, God, that's got to be freeing.
Yeah, really, it's true.
Like I have to go all the way to that room to do it.
Yeah, well, where am I going to surf on my phone though?
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah,
jeez.
Yeah, while you're walking like an animal.
Right. Ridiculous. Or I could get one of those. What the fuck are those magic boards? Have you seen those stupid things?
think so.
I think they're called magic boards. I don't know. It's like a miniature Segway.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I saw a girl this week on the college campus was slowly meandering in the middle of the road, texting on her phone while driving on the thing or whatever, riding on it. I wanted to deliver a Goldberg-style spear.
That would have been awesome. For those who don't know what Tony's talking about, it's I don't even know how to describe this thing. It's a Segway with no handle. Like, really. It's just wheels and a board.
Yeah, I want to say it's called Magic Board, but I'm not sure.
Something like that, yeah. I actually, Fluffy Bunny Ash actually asked me if I knew what they were the other day, and I didn't. So I looked them up, and I was like, you know, when you look them up and you look at, like, Google Pictures or Google Images, there's a lot of pictures of people trying to act like they're hoverboards. And first of all,
it's the furthest thing from a hoverboard.
I say the nay to that because they certainly are not. Because hoverboards were hovering boards; you could go all directions with them. The concept of it,
except water,
right? Like
because hoverboards don't go over water.
No,
unless they have power.
Nice. These go from forward and backwards. They don't really. I mean, you could probably spin on them, I guess.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure.
They don't go side to side, which you could do on a hoverboard if they existed. So
right.
But I've seen various pictures with people wearing wearing the self-lacing Nikes and stuff. I'm like, no, stop it. Like these are not the same thing.
You're a douche.
Yeah.
Please stop it.
Stop trying to make this something it isn't. Like, don't get me wrong. We all want hoverboards, but
right.
Like, just because this is as close as you might think there is to a hoverboard does not mean you need to dress up like you're, Michael J. Fox and,
If the wheels are touching the ground, it's not a hoverboard.
No bueno.
No bueno.
Very no bueno. Also, no.
All I could think when I saw her creeping by.
Yeah, because they don't go very fast.
They don't go very fast.
For safety reasons. Can you imagine that thing hit like 60 with no handles on it?
Oh, I wish. It would have been awesome.
You hit a bump and you just go face first into whatever's nearby.
Exactly. The old cheese grater maneuver.
Right. Heaving cleavage, whatever,
No, she was no heaving cleavage to be had on her.
All right. No, I didn't mean her. You hit a bump and you fly off the board. You just kind of angle it toward cleavage.
That's true. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Right.
Yes.
For safety reasons.
Safety.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Airbags.
Right.
But all I could think was like, wow, our society is doomed if we can't even walk anymore.
I know, right? Like, walking is just such an effort.
Right? Exactly.
What am I, a caveman?
I can't wait for the zombie apocalypse and the batteries in that thing die.
Yeah.
She's bumming.
Or better yet, the zombies are on them, too.
That actually would be awesome.
It'd be like the Bronco car chase, where everybody's going like 5 miles an hour chasing each other, and everyone's like, why are we doing this? This is silly.
Now, if people were using them for silly things, like if we had them and we zipped by and did like a Nerf gun drive-by or something, that might be entertaining.
Yeah.
Or like jousting.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, they're still so slow enough, though, that you have to be careful what you do with them because you could be caught easily.
Well, yeah.
But
I think the purpose would be to be caught if you're doing dumb shit like this.
Right. Jousting, however, I'm liking that idea. That could be a good time.
But, if you're actually legitimately using it as a source of transportation.
Right. Or trying to look cool on it.
Just wheel it off a cliff, please.
Right.
I want to see that little Wile E. Coyote puff of smoke.
Right? Yeah, I'll see you there on my hover round,
Yeah, right.
At the Grand Canyon. I'll wave to you as you're flying off the cliff. I'll try.
God, that annoyed me.
Try to grab the board and sell it on eBay or something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not impressed with it. Like I don't know. There's a lot of shit that I was never really impressed with, though. Like the Razor scooters and stuff like that.
Right.
I was always like, I'm glad they didn't. They kind of had those when we were kids, but they weren't a big deal when we were kids. And I think our generation handled it appropriately. They shouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like, this is like a skateboard with a long handle on it. Why is this a good thing?
I could fold it up, put it in my backpack, bro. Can you?
You can't put that in a fanny pack.
Nice.
If you could. No, that's a different story.
Right.
Fanny
That's
packs.
making it interesting.
Okay.
Never mind.
No.
I had a dog sleeping, cat just creeped in the living room and stopped and then left.
Like, maybe later.
Yeah.
Nice.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what I was more annoyed by, her or that very same day seeing Unicycle Guy again that I saw last year.
Oh, God, I forgot about Unicycle Guy. All right.
It's just like, stop trying to get attention, you college douche.
Now, if he really wants to get attention, you get on the unicycle and play an acoustic guitar.
Right.
While playing, I forgot, I'm going to sound like such an old man because that's what we do. Was it disc golf or whatever that the kids are playing on the college campuses?
Yeah, the old disc golf.
Yeah,
yes.
So there you go. You're riding the unicycle, playing an acoustic guitar, and playing disc golf all at the same time.
Hopefully shortly getting ran over by a Mad Max car.
That would be awesome.
Shooting out flames and having the electric guitar guy strapped to the hood or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I like that idea much better, yeah. Yeah, you're right, though. It is, like, just trying to get attention.
Yeah, it's just like, God, stop trying to be that.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Like, dude, in 10 years, you're going to look back at yourself and go, what was I doing?
Exactly.
There may be-
unless he's in a circus and that's what he does, then okay, whatever.
But it's even worse now because there might be video of you doing that, making the rounds, and pictures, and,
Right.
like, the internet exists now. Those photos don't go away anymore, Used to be you'd be, like, going through some old pictures and go, wow, these are really bad pictures, right into the trash bin, Now, not so much. They're out there if you've posted them,
Well, I mean, I in fact, tweeted about it earlier today. I was flipping through my Time Hop app, and when I hit about the 5 to 6 year mark when I actually used Facebook.
Yeah.
And it shows you the stuff you post. I'm like, good, what was I thinking? When I'm like just posting like, hey guys, Steelers and Ravens, who's winning? Or whatever. Like, what an ass I was. And then it was like, one of them was like, block that kick. I'm like, why am I doing play-by-play on Facebook?
Right.
I wanted to travel back in time and smash my laptop over my teeth.
It's amazing, isn't it? Because I don't think you were on Twitter 5 years ago.
I was.
Were you? Okay.
But it was a different account because I couldn't get my login shit when I tried to get back into it.
Right.
And no one else was really doing it, and I gave up on it.
Okay.
Because I heard about it on, like, Opie and Anthony. They're talking about Twitter. I'm like, oh, that sounds cool.
Well, because I remember I was on Twitter, and I kept trying to get you to get on Twitter, and you were like, nah, it's stupid. I was like, it is, but...
Yeah, I tried it for a few days, and I'm like, this is dumb. And then...
Yeah.
Then eventually I got back on, obviously. And
yeah, fair enough. But it's funny because like doing play-by-play works on Twitter. Although it's still quite annoying because it's why for a long time I quit following Norm Macdonald.
Yes.
Because he used to do play-by-play for like tennis or golf on his timeline. And I'm like, dude.
Unironically.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, you really should have your own, like have a separate thing, so if people want to follow this, they can just follow that.
Yeah, like Norm on Sports or something.
Yeah, I mean, or what I used to do is because I think he used to like put a hashtag on all of them.
Just mute the shit out of it.
Yeah, I'd go on Tweetbot and just mute whatever the hashtag was, and I'd be like, "Yep, there we go. That solved that problem." Although I don't know why Twitter will not do that.
They really should.
They should. Oh, I wish they would. There's so many times, when there's like around 12:30 at night, or 12:30 at night. When At Midnight is on, and
yeah,
it's everyone's like, there's just tons of those, and I'm like, I don't want to read these because most of them are horrible. Hell, the ones they pick as winners, I think, are horrible a lot of times.
Yeah, some of them are not that great.
Yeah, some of them are really good, but I've seen a lot where I'm like, God, they just randomly pick that or what? It just, ugh.
Like, and our hashtag winner is, so what do you think, guys? Steelers Ravens.
That wasn't even hashtagged.
I'm like, what? I don't even get it.
I call shenanigans.
Hashtag dumb white guy.
Yeah. Hashtag Tony tweets on Facebook.
So one downside about I like Time Hop because I'm like, I see pictures I forgot about and stuff. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I see shit like that.
Well, I mean, it's good for you though. It reminds
it brings
you
me back down, humbles me.
Right.
It iron sheiks me.
Right. Speaking of, I believe yesterday was Sheiky Baby's birthday. So
Sheiky Baby.
Sheiky Baby the real. So
yeah.
not that he'll ever listen to this, but
no.
Still, I respect because
you have to respect.
I don't want him to humble me, break my fucking back. So yeah. I've noticed a lot of people, and I know social media. There's tons of people, but there's been a lot of people with birthdays in September.
You know what it is, Brian?
It's the best month to have birthdays. I know.
It's all that New Year's fucking.
I know, right? That's why Labor Day's Labor Day, baby.
Oh shit!
Whatever.
It's so cold in winter.
Yep.
We should get all warm together.
That seems about right.
Over and over again,
right? I got my first. Well, actually, no. My brother wished me happy birthday like 2 days ago, and then
seems early.
And then at the pharmacy today, I got wished happy birthday by the clerk. So
also seems early.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't know if she'll see me, but on my birthday.
She should. Just give her your number.
Yeah.
Okay, call me, baby.
Right. Like, hey, I was no.
You know what I need for my birthday? Some of them sweet drugs in here.
I don't think that's going to happen. She's like, cool, I'll bring all the ibuprofens I can carry. Like,
whatever. It's free.
Good enough. Maybe it'll take the pain away. Like, make sure you grab some beers to wash them down with. We're all set. Oh, or some of that, what is it, Coney Island hard root beer?
Yeah.
That Kroger's pushing hard now.
Well, the hard root beer is the shit right now. Everyone's like, not your father's root beer. Everyone's in a circle jerk over a case of it for some reason.
You're not kidding, yeah.
So it's like, oh, God, hard root. Piss off.
Yeah. Here's what I want. Here's what you do. You just go buy some good root beer and just dump a bunch of rum into it.
Yes.
Mix it a little bit so you get a nice and then just apply it all to your face.
The only root beer I've had that I've enjoyed has been from Dark Horse, and that shit was amazing.
Yeah.
Because it didn't taste like I was, I don't know. I just lost a completely blanked on my reference.
Eating some of those root beer candies.
Yeah, exactly. While at the same time, I don't know, like getting, having a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man jack off in my face or something.
That's kind of weird.
Way too much sugar is what I'm saying.
Now I'm picturing Ghostbusters where they picture things. And then that happened. Like, why would you picture him? Now I'm picturing it through your eyes.
The Destroyer is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man jacking off.
Just all he's got in there.
Marshmallow fluff everywhere.
And it's been a while, It's,
yeah.
God.
Really changes the whole fluffer nutter thing,
right? And the whole the scene with them all covered in
exactly.
Oh man, it just really just made New York City or whatever into like a giant bukkake kind of thing. Except it's just from one source. It's just so much. Oh God, it reminds me of
Stay Puft just dropping ropes.
Oh God, that issue of Saga. Oh my God. Saga, the comic book where they had to collect some seed from a dragon, and they show like the after,
the aftermath
everywhere.
No, I guarantee something like that has been covered in a D&D campaign at some point.
Yeah, probably all.
There's got to be some sick fuck DM that wanted to have a dragon just shoot loads everywhere.
That's what the screen's for.
It's true.
Saying just furiously, they're acting like they're rolling dice, but
yeah,
no,
not at all.
Not at all. Well, they're rolling
same dice they roll every morning, noon, and night.
Yeah. Naturally, I mean, gotta get the poison out.
It's true. Hey, baby, can I show you my dice bag?
What's funny about that is we grew up with your mom working at a bar. And,
indeed.
And we always got, the Crown Royal bags to carry our dice in. And
because we're ballers.
Right, and we were the envy of all the children's. And you, with extra ones, I remember used to trade for things.
I would.
Like sexual favors. No.
Yeah.
No,
well, duh.
Yeah. That's what,
of course.
It's the first thing anyone trades for, right?
Exactly.
And now I've seen people posting online, you know, like so many more people have them now. And I'm like, yeah, when you're an adult, it's not a cool thing. The cool part, I'm air quoting, is when you're like 12 and you have Crown Royal bags.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
You have a Canadian whiskey bag.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm an outlaw. It's like, no, you have a velvet bag.
Yeah.
Like that's.
And it's like shitty velvet.
Yeah, it is. It's like, I saw a guy the other day. There was actually a guy in a Toledo group that posted a picture of his different Crown Royal bags, and he's like, oh, I've got almost all of them. And I'm like, that doesn't.
Who collects those?
Yeah, right? It's like, who needs more than one?
Right?
Like,
what is he using them for?
Probably, to hang his tackle in, I'm guessing. I don't know. Trout. I don't know why I almost said Trout. It's the old Trout bag.
I'm hung like a trout. What?
Like,
sir, I don't think that means what you think it means.
The flopping about thing could be useful, but hung like a trout.
That doesn't even make sense to me. But yeah, I don't understand why would he collect like if he's using them as dice bags, great. But why show them off unless they're like cool dice bags? So I've seen people make dice bags that like look like bag of holding from D&D or whatever.
Right. I've seen, chainmail ones that were pretty cool and various other ones like leather ones that have got like things like burned onto them or whatever.
Exactly.
I've seen some really neat ones. Yeah, the Crown Royal thing just seems like a once you turn I don't even want to say 21. I mean, dude, if you're still using that when you're 18, it's like it's not as cool now.
I think we need to make a ruling.
Okay. Crown
Royal bag is only cool if you're like 14, or it still has whiskey in it.
I agree. Yeah, because if you're 17 and it's got whiskey in it,
it's pretty cool.
You're ahead of the game. Yeah.
Well, shit, if you're 45, it's got whiskey in it. That's not bad.
That's a good point. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's still whiskey. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want much of the apple, but because it's too sweet for my taste. But
oh, I should mix it with the root beer. Have an instant diabetic coma.
It's a smart idea. I can carry my insulin in the bag.
Perfect.
Nice.
Got a use for it now.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong.
I gotta check out my insulin bag collection. Like, that doesn't seem like something to brag up, bro.
Like what? Like, oh, this one holds my needles. This one holds my used needles. This one holds my tester. And this one covers my colostomy bag.
That's why it's the biggest one. It's like how some of the companies make the really big bottles of booze.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Got it at a duty-free store.
Yeah. It's like a gallon of booze. Like, ooh. Like, yeah, smart. Yeah.
It's a good. I'm a fan of this idea, actually.
Yeah, right.
Crown Royal bag that duffels is like a duffels. Doubles as a gym duffel.
You know what we need to do is we need to start making fanny packs out of Crown Royal bags.
Oh, shit. Now we're talking.
Probably not.
Or, Brazilian-style bikinis.
Well, that's what I already use them for.
Just tuck the junk inside of it and tie the strings together in the back.
Right, yeah. Naturally. Well, it's a trout bag.
The old trout bag. I kind of want to hop on like a fly fishing, like subreddit or forum and just be like, have you guys ever heard of a trout bag?
Oh God! And somebody will be like, yeah, it's when after you catch a trout, you teabag it, and then
like, what?
And then there's all the pictures.
It's like, oh, classic Dave.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, and then it's just got a link, and it's to a Tumblr.
Yeah.
Just nothing but some dude teabagging trout.
Just teabagging them.
Like, that's weird.
That's so weird.
Oddly enough, mixed in there somewhere is the outfielder for the Angels getting teabagged because his last name's Trout.
Of
so
course.
Like, whoa. Like, that's interesting. How did you...
This is a weird fetish, but I'm still scrolling.
Yeah. You're like 2 hours later.
Yeah.
It's
the Halo generation that, taking up fly fishing.
Yeah.
They feel like they have to teabag because they get the win.
Right. Oh, God. I could just picture a group of bros out on a boat doing something stupid like that. Drinking their Keystone Lights and then they catch a fish and just teabag the damn thing.
It gets borderline homosexual in a creepy fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like where we went with this. I'm scared now.
Trout bag. So I bring it back.
Trout bag. Yep, I'm back in. Wait.
Oh man.
Damn trout bag. Gross.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
So, unfortunately, you were not able to attend because Soundboard T sucks. But boy, was the weekend a nonstop drink fest for myself.
Yeah, it sure looked like it was.
It was a Well, it wasn't a nightmare. It was a lot of fun. But by the time Monday rolled around, I'm like, this is getting ridiculous.
Well, at least it'll be a while before you do any heavy drinking again.
Or tomorrow. And then Saturday.
And then next weekend.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Woo!
At least I take the weeks off.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Jesus, all these drinking events. No, it's Jeannie's birthday on Friday.
Yep.
So her and I went out to one of our favorite little restaurants because they give you a big birthday discount.
Right.
Left the kids at home. So we're like, fuck you guys. You stay home.
Makes sense.
Right?
Yep. Like, scrounge around for food. We're out of here.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
As it should be. They're old enough.
They are.
Yeah,
They're old enough. Whatever.
Yeah, if this was Neverland, they'd already be fighting Captain Hook.
And to be fair, it was like 9 o'clock because Jeannie worked.
Right.
So I was like, you guys go to bed. We'll be back.
Right.
You know?
Full of delicious eats and drinks.
Yes, exactly. So, we bellied up to the bar, got a couple cocktails, got some food, and we're just shooting the shit. And this guy next to us, it was him and two ladies, right?
Yeah.
I call them, because his name is Nelson.
Okay.
I call him Nelson and his hose.
Right.
Because it sure looked like he was trying to organize some sort of threesome going on.
Nice. Was he like Silver Fox in her?
Yeah, he was definitely a silver fox.
Well, do you remember? Do you know what reference I'm making?
Yeah,
okay,
I'm just
that's an old callback.
Old Crawler Thursday callback.
Growly Nights, right?
But it was this guy Nelson, right? Mm-hmm. And they found out that all three of them were teachers at Woodward High School, which is a high school in the ghetto for people who don't live around here.
Fair enough.
But it was him and those two black ladies, one about his age. Well, actually, they were both probably about his age, maybe a little younger. Mm. The one I thought was super young until she started talking.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Because black don't crack, I guess. What's that?
This Nelson, was he one of the ones from the group of, what was it, the 80s or whatever? The two long-haired blonde
he
guys?
had some good hair, but not that epic.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure you weren't asking him, like, After the Rain or whatever the hell their songs were.
No, or whatever. Yeah,
there were like two of them. I don't know. Yeah, all right.
But so we just, started bullshitting of him because the city of Marquette came up because he's got a cottage like 30 minutes from there.
Of course.
And we're like, oh shit, we're going there next weekend,
To his cottage? That's weird.
Yeah, well, we are now.
Nelson, his hose, and the swinging committee. Gotcha.
Yep, exactly.
Gets him every time.
But so yeah, we're just all bullshit, and he's like, it's your birthday? I'm buying you a drink. He's just drinking scotch the whole night. So you end up buying Jeannie a drink.
Yeah.
And then as we're winding the night up, because they're like literally mopping the floors behind the bar. They're trying to get us to leave
because of your bladder issues. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, when I'm trying to train a dog.
Right. You're just walking and peeing.
Yes. Like, what? You guys mind?
They're like, could you at least stay on the other side of the bar?
But he's like, you know what? We all need dessert. He bought everybody, the five of us, a round of port wine for dessert. I don't know. The guy was a maniac. He's a nice guy.
That's an interesting dessert, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, that's so sweet. And he's just like, you can tell he's definitely macking on the one woman. It was making me laugh.
Right.
But so,
Get it, Nelson. Get it.
Exactly. Get it, Nelson. Also, this same restaurant I go to, it's the place that inspired Jeannie's cucumber jalapeno cheesecake.
Right.
Because they got a cocktail that's what it is. It's delicious. So we're talking to the bartender, and Jeannie's like, this cocktail inspired cheesecake. And she showed a picture, and the bartender's like, oh, my God, I'd love to try that. And she's like, you know what? I got like a half a cheesecake at home. I'll just bring you some tomorrow.
Nice.
So fast forward to the next day.
Right.
Where we go back. Right? This is before Jeannie's birthday dinner.
Yeah.
And we just pop in, and we're like, and their happy hour is awesome. It's like half off cocktails, half off apps.
Yep.
Yep. So we once again mosey up the bar, drop the cheesecake off, get a couple cocktails, get a nap because I was starving. Weird. And Jeannie ended up getting another one. They only charged us for like one cocktail.
Ah, nice.
I was like, cheesecake bartering.
Nice.
Beauty.
Yeah. Finally, cheesecake's paying off, getting booze out of it.
But I think we decided that's like our spot because
Yeah.
our kids are old enough now that after work I can be like, hey, hon, you should meet me here. We should have a drink together.
Yeah.
Because it's happy hour's awesome and like the bar staff now knows us because
Right.
you bring them cheesecake, they're gonna remember you.
Naturally, right,
Yeah.
right. And that place is awesome anyway. The food and
It
everything's
is.
awesome.
It's got some good eats.
Mm-hmm.
So then we went from there, went downtown to the Registry Bistro. First time we've been there.
Yeah.
Kind of a pretentious hoity-toity joint,
Right.
but the food is good.
Yeah. Well, that's good
And-
at least. At least
yeah,
it
food
wasn't
is real-
bad food, you'd be like, ugh. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Yeah.
Food is good. Good drinks. Once again, cocktails.
Yeah.
And then from there we walked over to the Black Cloister and spent the rest of the evening there just hammering beers.
Yeah, I kind of figured the Black Cloister was going to be the location when I saw where
The bistro was.
the bistro
Yeah.
was. I was like, I'm terrible with downtown and directions, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not too far from the Cloister. I'm like, not that, there's various bars that are not that far from each other down there. But,
Yeah, this is true.
but I was like, they're pretty close to the Cloister. I was like, I'll bet that's where they end up because that place is pretty awesome. So
That's why I picked that place to eat because I'm like, well, once we're done eating, it's up to her. Like, you want to go to this bar? Do you want to go to this bar? Do you want to go to this brewery? Where do you want to go?
right. Yep.
But they had a lot more beers they untapped than we were there
Really?
the last time.
Even the last time? They had like 12 last time we were there or
Yeah.
something.
Well, okay, it might have been the same next. They had
Okay.
about 12.
Okay, I was going to say, because last time I was like, wow, because the time I was in there before that, they had like 4, I think. And I was like, yeah, they should probably make more than this, because this doesn't seem like a way to stay open,
But their Oktoberfest, it's a Ziggy Zaggy.
Okay.
Good name.
Nice.
Fucking delicious.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot, Mommy Bray the other day posted a thing that was like, hey, Oktoberfest is back. And I'm like, oh boy, we're at that point of the year where Tony is to Oktoberfest what white girls are to pumpkin spice. So
You betcha. Dude, if there was an Oktoberfest latte,
Yeah. Well,
I'd wear big fuzzy boots and like short shorts.
you could probably make that, but the alcohol part of it probably makes it illegal to open canister, carry
Probably.
around. But I'm sure you could make some sort of mix of coffee and Oktoberfest.
That sounds horrible. I'll just stick with the Oktoberfest.
Yeah, smart. That's what I would do too. Yeah.
And of course there's Scotch ale because I had one of those
Oh,
too.
those are so good.
Yeah.
I love that. I actually, theirs is one of my favorites. I think
It's a
I
good
really
one.
like that one.
You should.
It's a
I should
punch
buy.
in the nuts, though.
Do what?
I said it's a good punch in the nuts.
Well, I should buy some Scotty Karate for you.
That's a great
It's
name.
It is. It's a Dark Horse Brewing Scotch ale. And it's like a 9.75 or
Excellent.
something.
What I'm always looking for in a beer.
It's delicious.
Good
I have one bottle in my fridge right now.
Nice.
So good.
Yeah, because like I said, as we went to Beer Fest and other places as I've ordered beer, I found that I either love or hate the Scotch ales.
Right.
It's like it seems like there's a real fine line between what I really like and don't like about them. So, luckily at the Beer Fest, most of them I tried were pretty good, but there's a few that are,
Yeah, you'll have that though.
kind of forgettable. So,
Right.
Yeah.
So that was Saturday.
Yeah.
Which, like I said, I wish you would have joined us, but
I
I will rake Soundboard T over to Cole's tomorrow when I see him.
Yeah, I was all excited for it too. I wanted
I
to
know.
apply beers to my face.
Well, we're just going to have to go on your birthday weekend.
Oh darn!
Yeah, right.
Oh wait,
Damn
it's
it.
next weekend.
Oh, perfect.
Excellent.
So Sunday, Mecca, for our friend in Florida's in town. She had her thing at Miss Q that they always do.
Yeah.
So we ended up going to that and more beers.
What?
Yeah, then that night I got annihilated because I was been the drive the past couple nights.
Right. Sure. 'Cause
So
birthday weekend,
when they have giant mugs that I could get full of delicious beers because they have really good beer
Yeah.
selection there.
Yeah.
I got pretty hammered.
Yeah. I don't doubt that. I actually was thinking about it because I had forgotten about that until I saw. I think Jeannie posted something, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot that was tonight." So I was like, "Oh well."
Yeah, we weren't gonna. I don't think we were originally planning on sticking around too long because it's like you're a miscue and there's not much to do but just bullshit and drink. But
Yeah.
it was kind of cool out.
There's
We
stuff
went
to
outside.
do, just not stuff we really do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I don't. Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not.
pool
playing
tables
pool's
and dart
fun and all, but
that. Dart. Just one dart.
one dart.
It's
Play
just
dart.
Dart. Yeah, it's the most ghetto dart stuff ever because they only have one dart.
One dart.
You throw it, so you have to recover it for the other person.
So I ended up doing that. Then the next day, get a text from the Risk and the Jisk. And they're like, hey, you should come up to our house. We're going to do a barbecue and stuff. I'm like, all right. I'm thinking I'm just going to drink water today. I feel like shit.
Who are you fooling? You're not drinking
Yeah,
water.
I know.
You're not going to go up there, and Josh is not going to let you just have waters. You know it.
Yeah, well, that's when we bought the Scotty Karate, and Jeannie bought some cider. And
all right, I got to laugh at the fact that you're like, oh, just have some waters, and then one of the beers you buy is a 9%.
I know. Well, because
a heavy 9%er too.
I wasn't gonna. I was actually looking for like coconut water.
Yeah.
Because that's my after drinking rehydrator.
No. That's what all day is for.
Yeah, true.
You just get a 15 of all day, you're set.
Perfect.
Yeah. Hydrating and delicious.
But I made a mistake of looking in the beer cooler.
Yeah, that'll happen.
And then I saw the Scotty Karate. I was like, oh, it's so good. I need to buy it.
It just cracks me up. I'm just going to drink waters or 9% dark heavy beer.
And then like
close.
Josh's like, oh, I got a growler of this Sculpin IPA. It's like, oh, that shit's good too. All right, I guess I'm drinking again.
Still?
Yeah.
It's probably closer to true than again. I mean, whew.
Dude, you should see this growler they bought because they went to Kalamazoo.
Yeah.
They went to Bell's, right?
Right.
They sell growlers in full gallons.
Oh, man.
And it's a badass looking growler.
That's a lot of beer.
I'm like, I need to add that to my collection.
Yeah, you definitely do. I'm surprised they didn't just get you one knowing that you buy all the growlers.
I've been wanting to go to Kalamazoo anyway because Bell's. I like
fair.
Bell's beer.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good excuse to go.
Yeah. They said they have like, I don't know, 40 some beers on tap or something, and they only have a certain amount they fill with growlers.
Right. That's the way a lot of the places are that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we were at the Mitten. I remember that. Remember there were certain ones you could not get in growlers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that growler was cool. So they go, in a full gallon? Really? That's what I need in my life.
Yeah, it is. You probably need a bigger fridge for that.
Probably.
Keep
Jesus
that thing
Christ.
nice and cold. Otherwise, you're going to have to, pack a cooler sideways or something. I don't know. Because you don't really want to lay it down, I guess. But
No.
You don't want it to go flat on you.
No, not at all. That'd be horrible.
Although a gallon of beer in the right crowd, it ain't going to go flat.
No, exactly. It won't last that long.
Just saying.
But yeah, it was a rough weekend for my liver, but it was fun.
That's fine. You can grow another one.
Yeah, exactly. Stem cells.
Right.
Let's rub some stem cells on it.
Right. That's why all the money Tony gives to charity is to any foundation where they grow new livers, so that just in case.
Yes, exactly.
Or you pull the Homer Simpson, like, what is it, when he needs a kidney or something like that, and he's hugging Bart, and he's hugging him real tight, and Bart's like, oh, Dad, and he's just, like, feeling his kidneys. Like, yep, that's the reason you have kids. Spare parts.
Boom, perfect.
Spare parts, and, a lot of the time you're compatible, so that's smart. It's just thinking ahead, that's all.
Yeah, it's like The Island, but with children.
Right. The Island. I don't know. You said The Island, and I immediately went to of Dr. Monroe, or not Monroe. Geez.
Monroe.
Monroe. It's like Dr. Marvin Monroe from The Simpsons.
It's his own island.
Yeah, that'd be a weird island. Whoa. I am braining at top levels tonight, let me tell you.
Top level braining.
I've had probably 3-ish hours of sleep, so.
Oh, man, I finally slept last night.
I haven't been able to sleep the last, 3 nights. I've slept like hot garbage.
That's been my world, too. It's been shitty.
I don't even know why.
Yep, same here.
Like, it hasn't been hot at night to where it's been horrible. Like, we have our air on anyway, but, sometimes you can still feel that, humidity or whatever. It hasn't even been that bad. It's just, I just cannot get to sleep. Just going to have to drink more sleep. Going to have to drink more sleep juice.
Sleep juice.
Woo! Actually, I need to get some more various alcohols. I still have whiskey. That's good sleep juice for me.
Yeah, there you go. Put your right out.
Yeah, I just got to hit that line of whiskey nap, and then I'm all set.
The old, the old nightcap.
Yeah, the old record half your podcast one night and the rest the next day, whiskey nap.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Hey, this shit happens, man.
I know. It's not my first rodeo. I've been there. I'm good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I encountered an Amazon woman today as well at work.
Now, we're not referring to someone who works for Amazon, the company, right?
No.
You're talking someone who's friendly, with Wonder Woman.
Well, probably. I mean,
are we talking?
Probably needs to work out more, but
oh, okay. So no snoo. Gotcha.
No, geez.
I'm trying to come up with all the Amazon references I can here. So,
dude, it's just she was one big bitch.
Okay.
I mean, she had me by probably an inch or more height wise.
Oh, I thought you meant clit size.
Yeah, well, probably that too. She was built like a linebacker, man.
Really quick, I got to cut you off.
Dick Butkus in a wig. Huh?
That's a good look, by the way. If you don't know who Dick Butkus is, Google that because you'll be rewarded. Have you seen Patrick Stewart's new show, Blunt Talk?
I have not.
Okay.
I need to watch it, though.
Because the first episode, I hate to spoiler this, but I'm going to spoiler it a little bit. Because it's a pretty strong show. Like, I'm really enjoying it. It's been like 4 issues. Jeez. 4 episodes. And the one he gets a transgender hooker. And he's like, so you have a fully working penis or something like that. And she's like, well, maybe let's just call it a 9-inch clit or something. And I was like, that's hilarious. So, yeah. Anyway. But the whole point of the show is, like, he does a bunch of drugs and drinks. His, manservant is constantly, keeping him, out of his mind on drugs and booze.
Wow, that sounds hilarious.
It's a wild show. Patrick Stewart's fantastic, of course.
Of course, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah. But I've been enjoying that a lot lately. Sorry, back to your Amazon.
Oh, yeah, no
fetish.
worries. Fetish. No, like I said, she's big, built like a linebacker, super tall. I was there to pick some stuff up from her. And she's like, God, I didn't know you were going to be here already. All the boxes are not even taped shut. I got to get them off Runner's desk. She hunkers down to get him off Runner's desk, right?
Yeah. And
no joke, the tiniest thong I've ever seen on full display.
Right.
Like it was the same. It looked like my iPhone cord
right.
in her ass.
Are you sure it wasn't because you were leaning in too close?
I was so completely thrown and disturbed by that.
You're thinking of playing it like a stand-up bass.
I probably could have. I didn't want to look too close. Probably be some sort of orangutan hair popping out of there.
It's fine. It's for the story.
It's true. But so I had that going for me, right?
Yeah.
And then she's like, all right, she gets all the box covered. She's trying to find a tape gun. All she can find is a roll of tape. Now she's like, I can't get this tape started. I just don't have any nails.
Right.
Which I'm like, I hear you. Me neither of these nubs. Thinking, well, she's got nubs. And that's where Dick Butkus came. When I thought of that image of him with the bloody, gnarled fingers.
Right.
And then she just fucking like a chimpanzee starts gnawing on the tape roll to get the tape started.
Right. Wow.
What a lady. Guys, there's a lady out there if you're in for probably some really rough sex.
Snoo.
Oh, good Lord.
Ooh, death by snoo.
Probably choke slam you.
Listen, I mean, some people are into that. It's fine.
I was fine with everything because the thong was comical. The nub fingers made me think of Dick Butkus.
Yeah.
But when she started chewing on the tape roll, I was completely grossed out.
Don't lie. You were actually fully engorged at that point.
Oh, God.
You were like, yes.
Finally, my fetish.
You get home, you hand Jeannie a roll of tape. You're like, gnaw on this.
Gnaw on this. Chop off those fingernails.
Throw her over your shoulder. Yeah, I don't know. This is all going weird now. Yeah.
It was something, all right, Brian.
I've seen a lot of people do that with tape. I saw a UPS driver that was a female driver when I worked at Hollywood Video that I saw her tear tape with her teeth.
Yeah, that was the second stage of the tape was to tear it with her teeth after she got it started with her disgusting fucking chompers.
I was like, I'm sitting there watching that, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, pretty sure that's no good for your teeth. Like, I'm no dentist, but, you know.
Yeah,
I would guess 4 out of 5 would say probably don't do that.
Do not recommend.
I mean, there's always that one dick that's like, yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it slowly.
Do it. Yeah.
Like, Doc, why is your lab coat closed so tightly in front of you?
Yeah. Well, no, he's just a guy who knows that the more he encourages that, the more money he'll make. So, you know.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't even have to be a creep. I mean, he's going to be for the purpose of our demonstration. He will be, but, you know, yeah. He could just be like, excellent, and, you know, Mr. Burns rubbing his hands together.
Yeah,
so.
He's like the kind of dentist where, you know, like, he put me under so I could get my root canal, and I woke up and my blouse was weird.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a button askew.
He's like, that's because I tried it on.
Yeah.
The old, here's a throwback for you, old Isaac Yankem.
Yes. Wow. Isaac Yankem.
That's an old wrestling reference for the kids at home.
Boy, is it.
Yeah. That's Kane, if you know who he is as a wrestler. That's one of his old personas, was Isaac Yankem DDS. Which was amazing. He wore this awful, like, teeth covering thing. It was something.
The old gimmick wrestlers.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, the good old days.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see much of that stuff anymore. Like, guys have gimmicks, but they don't, they tend to generally not force them down your throat as much as a lot of the old ones did, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Like, guy coming down the ring, Steve the Stapler.
Right.
Like, what?
Dude, there is a guy in NXT whose nickname or gimmick name, whatever the hell it is the Drifter. He comes down to the ring, and he's got, like, a guitar up over his shoulder, almost like he's carrying his bindle, but he's carrying a guitar.
I was hoping it'd be like Tokyo Drift.
No, first of all,
sick.
It's
he just drifts around the ring in his car.
That'd be pretty. No.
Taking out the crowd.
No. But
That's
it's just like when I see this guy and I'm like, really, this feels like an '80s gimmick. Like, you know, not to mention it's like he's carrying an acoustic guitar to the ring, and it's like, listen, Double J's the last one to do it, but before him, and actually still doing it, is Honky Tonk Man. So, you know. Like,
I can only wrestle at the places where the train tracks take me.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the gimmick.
Ugh.
It's terrible, right? That feels like an 80s gimmick, though, doesn't it?
Boy, does it.
Like, you know, like in this corner, Brutus the Barber Beefcake. And today his enhancement opponent, also known as Jobber, you know, is Bob the Drifter, I don't know, Minkowitz.
But it was an actual drifter.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's only a couple jobbers that had legit gimmicks, you know, Brooklyn Brawler and Bad News Brown.
I'm going to fill your coffee can with hundreds if you follow me. Like, what?
Uh-huh.
He just gets his ass kicked, his head shaved.
In 2 seconds, too. It's pretty much they tie up, and then Brutus just slips behind him, sleeper hold, and it's over.
Yep.
Snip, snip.
Gets an awful haircut.
Yep.
Brutus throws his scissors away.
Right.
Because they're useless now.
Right.
Cutting through that drifter hair.
Oh, I was thinking of, like, lice and different stuff that, you know, they're probably just not hygienic
Well, that
anymore.
too.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I never saw, you know, Brutus disinfecting his tools. So
It would be great if he carried that jug of blue fluid
or better
threw his scissors in it.
No, remember he used to have the talk show, The Barbershop.
Oh, right.
Remember they just have that in the background with everything just, you know, soaking for cleansing purposes. But no, everything was... we were just led to believe that it was, you know, sterile, and I doubt it. So
I highly doubt it.
I mean, he might have been from steroids, but I don't know, you know, if anything else in the ring was sterile. Man, I kind of miss those days. It's one of the things I loved about different times when I've had the WWE Network is I'll go back and watch just old, just terrible wrestling from the 80s just for the dumb gimmicks, you know. I just love that stuff.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I kind of miss that shit too.
I mean, I hated the squash matches, you know, and I still hate them now. They do them every once in a while, like when they're pushing a new talent, you know, they'll have them come out and beat someone in like 20 seconds, and I'm like, what does that really do? I mean, I know that you're supposed to go, wow, they, you know, annihilated them, but, you know, it's like...
Well, it's not as impressive when everyone for sure knows it's staged.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I know it's... I know it's staged to a point,
right.
but I mean, they generally know the outcome.
Well, the other thing too is it's like you can, just like in those days, you could always tell. You know, you put turn on what was that? Superstars that was on Saturdays or whatever on USA.
Yeah, whatever it was called.
You turn
right.
it on, and you know if Hulk Hogan was on there or Ultimate Warrior type guys were on there, it was never against any real big name. It was always against some guy they pulled out of like the crowd who threw on his unitard, you know.
Right, exactly.
And
it's the Ultimate Warrior versus the Usher.
Yeah.
Just clotheslines the guy trying to keep the crowd at bay.
Yeah, and they're like, no, literally, he was just over there taking people to their seats. He threw a singlet on, and now he's got to deal with the Ultimate Warrior.
Now it's like they just announced the Usher and a spotlight just hits some unsuspecting guy. He just gets slobber knockered.
Like back in the day when they used to have the last with the wrestler contests at places where if you could last like 5 minutes, you get, you know, $100 or something like that.
Right.
Like the spotlight on the crowd. I'm like, oh.
Oh, God.
Not me. That'd be awesome if that's how they did stuff. I mean, people would get legitimately hurt, though, but it was, you know.
Well, you know,
yeah.
These things happen.
Yeah, that's true.
If we can't have actual hoverboards, at least I want some sort of like Roman Coliseum.
Yes,
action.
I want random people pulled from the crowd to have to fight Brock Lesnar for 5 minutes. I want to see how many suplexes and F5s you can take.
No, I'm in.
Yeah, because you know he can throw a pretty mean suplex, and I'd love to see him just winging some asshole around like 18 times. You know.
Just don't try that shooting star press again, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad career move.
Yeah, you and your pretzel rod neck.
Man, so lucky. Probably he had those gigantic muscles around his neck to keep it from
just... Yeah, those huge traps.
Right. I mean, picture of Peyton Manning did it with that neck, you know?
Oh, good Lord. You're blowing into a straw right now on the sidelines.
Wow. Man. Well, speaking of... well, it's not wrestling, but speaking of fighting and such, did you see that Ronda Rousey is going to be doing a Roadhouse remake?
No, you broke up doing what now?
Damn it. I said, did you see Ronda Rousey is going to be doing a Roadhouse remake?
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
She's Patrick Swayze?
I don't know if it's an exact remake or if it's a reboot, actually. I let me pull this up.
But she's like the role of the Drifter, whatever his name was.
Dalton, if you will.
Dalton, that's right.
I only know that because it's in front of me. I can't remember his name otherwise.
If she doesn't rip somebody's throat out, I'm not impressed.
It says Rousey would take Swayze's place in the new film. So,
oh my!
And she even sought the approval of Patrick Swayze's widow, which is weird, but okay.
Well, I'm sure widow wants that payday, son.
Yeah.
She'll get a piece of that action.
Does she?
I would think.
Does he own any part of that?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Well, yeah, all the awesomeness of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, he owned every scene. I understand
that.
Yeah, Roadhouse. This is where I wish we had, like, the soundboard, because I would have had you pull Peter Griffin saying Roadhouse.
Yeah, I agree.
But actually, you know what? I wouldn't have, because actually, after thinking about it, I forgot. I was watching... SportsCenter has this new thing, like at midnight, I think it is. They have SportsCenter with Scott Van Pelt, where Scott Van Pelt just is goofy and whatnot. And it's actually now my favorite version of SportsCenter.
Ah, nice.
And he actually played that. Like, they covered the story, and they just, as they went to break, it was like, Roadhouse. Roadhouse. So, I forget. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. It's where she's going next. She's going to take the Rock's path.
Yeah.
You know, it wouldn't shock me if she wins a couple more fights and is like, peace out to UFC for a while. Goes and does a bunch of movies, makes crap tons of cash, and then maybe there'll be somebody for her to legitimately fight, and then she comes back. Maybe does a fight or two, or smartens up and goes, hey, you know, instead of doing UFC, I'm going to go do some WWE for a little bit and make stupid money.
Well, and that video she put up about, you know, not being a do-nothing bitch, that's got, like, so many people fired up in a good way.
Oh, for sure. Well, do you see they were selling, like, clothes to benefit, like, some foundation or something like that? Like, it said, like, I think it was, like, don't be a
do-nothing bitch.
I think it said, like, DNB or something like that. But
yeah.
I think they censored it a little bit, which, you know, whatever.
See, boo, in my opinion, but
yeah.
But
yeah,
apparently,
you're right. It's caught on like hotcakes, though.
Yeah, well, I just heard I think it was like a Beyonce concert or something that she played the audio and.
Yep.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a great motivating kind of thing, you know.
For sure.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Ronda Rousey said some stuff at various times about trans people and stuff that a lot of people can't get behind, which I understand. But stuff like this, I think, is really, it's just good for, even if you don't want your daughter to grow up and beat the hell out of other women or whatever in that sport, I still think that the idea of her and that, you know, the do nothing bitch thing, it's just such a good kind of message, you know?
Yeah, I'd say it's a good message.
Yeah, it's, you know, go be strong. Don't, you know, whatever. You know, and just the way, like, she keeps going after, you know, Mayweather.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, I love it. I can't get enough of it. So I said, you know, unless she does something vile at this point, I'm Team Rousey. So
yeah, yep, for sure. Same here.
Hell, she fires me up when I hear that stuff, and I'm like, and then I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Like, yeah, I'm good.
I was with you, but then no.
I was mildly inspired.
Yeah. Oh, man. Excuse me. So, you got any stuffs this week?
Stuffs?
Well, I know, you know, it's probably a little tougher with your...
like random stories and shit?
Yeah.
Not really. I do have a shut up and take my money.
Oh, okay, well, we'll get to that. Damn, we don't have a sound drop, though. Curious.
I know, it's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, and I have a Q to W.
Oh, well, of course. We'll get to that also. Did you watch the Jessica Jones trailer thingy, right?
I did watch it today,
right.
Yes.
Do you remember that comic when it was out? It was called Alias.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Not the TV show, you know, I'm saying that more for other people, but not the TV show that was on. There was a comic called Alias written by Brian Michael Bendis that I believe is the basis of the Jessica Jones TV show, or Netflix series from Marvel. And all that, like, watercolor stuff in the trailer was so David Mack, those covers of that book. I don't know if you remember them or David Mack stuff.
Yeah, you know, I was like, this is all very familiar.
Yeah, it all felt a lot like his artwork, and I was like, that's a really kind of cool toss-in. I don't know if the show's going to have weird stuff like that, but it kind of felt a little psychedelic.
I would imagine the opening probably does.
Yeah. It looks pretty awesome. They don't really give you much for the show. It's a teaser trailer, you know, so it's, I saw there was quite a bit of buzz about it earlier today, and then when I watched it, I was like, oh, it's like a minute long, and it really doesn't give you anything, so, you know, that's all right. So, oh my God, I just saw a thing on Twitter here that says King Kong is moving to Warner Brothers to battle Godzilla.
That's happened before.
Yeah, not with today's graphic, and enough of that.
And, I mean, I watched the newest Godzilla, which was a steaming pile of wizard shit.
Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't impress me much.
If King Kong was going to battle that Godzilla, he's going to be way bigger.
Yeah.
Or he's going to have to be in like a Hulk buster, a Godzilla buster suit.
Oh, that
would be awesome.
I want Tony Stark to design King Kong a Godzilla buster suit. Awesome. Now I kind of want to just sit down and just design some Iron Man armor for King Kong, just because why not?
Why not?
That'd be awesome.
That would be.
Now I need to get a giant...
Gorilla?
No. I just need one of the Hulkbuster Funko Pops. And then turn that into the King Kong.
I wouldn't mind seeing Donkey Kong in it, too.
That would be funny, too. He's just throwing barrels at Godzilla. Godzilla just gets irritated, and then, you know, one of his other monster friends comes in. What was it, Ghidorah or whatever, that comes in and, like, translates everything?
Yes, it was Mothra that came in.
Oh, Mothra, that's right. Yeah, sorry.
Then Stay Puft just shows up and jerks off on everybody.
Credits.
Like
that's just it. It's just like it just looks like it's snowing. The camera slowly moves up, and you realize it's just him just firing ropes off all around.
He's on top of Mount Fuji, just dropping hot loads on Tokyo.
This is a really messed up movie, Tony.
It is.
I'm not sure you and I should be allowed to make monster movies.
Yeah, probably not.
That's the one genre we should maybe stay away from. Everything else we're great on, but
they call it kaiju movies or something, right?
I don't know, sure, something like that. Whew, man. Oh man. Seth Rogen tweeted out a picture that's a teaser for Preacher.
Really? Another one?
Yeah, and I mean, it's basically. Do you remember the? There's a cover for the Preacher trade that was Gone to Texas, which is like I think it's the first trade for Preacher.
It's about the burning church and all that?
Yes, it pretty much looks like it's not burning, but it's that church kind of like upside down, and then it just says Preacher. But there's no I think he says somewhere in there that it could be in like May, but then it says it may not actually air in May or something like that, but it'll be in 2016, which, we kind of already knew, so. But, I just like the fact that stuff is starting to leak out for Preacher, because it just kind of starts getting you excited a little bit for the show.
Oh, yeah, because fucking Preacher.
Well, and it feels real now.
Right.
For the longest time, it was, we're doing this, and it's like, I wasn't trying to do Seth Rogen voice there, I was just whatever, but... it's like, we're doing this cool show, or whatever, and you're like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. Now, then there's casting, you're like, okay, and then we start seeing set pictures, and it's like, all right, I'm getting a little tingly, and now seeing this.
I just know, Brian, it's still real to me, damn it.
I can't wait. I just want it to be good. That's all I hope for, as ever,
right?
So, yeah, that was pretty interesting, I thought. Oops, why did I mark that off? Did you, I don't know if you noticed or not, but former guest of the show, John O'Deener's band, Braidedveins, dropped their first single for their LP is up for pre-order right now.
Oh, nice. I had not seen that.
$12 for the vinyl.
Wow, $12 make me holler.
Yeah, and you get the digital download with it. And there's like 3 different... covers. 2 of them there's limited to 100 of, I think, and then the other one's the mass production one. I'll throw the link in the whatnots for us.
Yeah, seriously, yeah, because I might just have to order that.
Yeah, go get your face melted by some Braidedveins. It doesn't.
Hopefully, that means they'll be touring.
Well, if not, I mean, when they play in Flint.
It's not that far.
That's what I'm saying.
Might get stabbed /shot /raped. Worth it.
Worth it for the story. And to get our faces melted again. So
exactly.
Because that was good times. I just wanted to, throw some love their way because, we had him on the show. And plus, I know, you and I both really dug their stuff. So
yeah, for sure. I still occasionally throw it in my mix when I'm musicking it up.
Yep. Because it's such a short LP. Like the new song's 2 minutes. It's like 1:55, I think. It's a lot of the it's pretty typical of any kind of punk song. A lot of them are under 2.5 minutes. A lot of them are under 2 minutes. They're just really short and powerful. And then next song, so it's part of what I love about the genre, So all right, that's out of the way. So I strongly encourage people to go buy that. They also have the T-shirts up on the website.
Ooh, T-shirts.
Yeah, I forgot what size you're wearing, dude. Their shirts are like $10.
That ain't bad.
No. They got one that's that I'd love, but they don't make my size. It's like a kind of an olive green, and it says Braidedveins, and it looks like it's just got duct tape underneath it. It's kind of a cool looking logo.
Nice.
$10. Goes up to size extra large on their website.
Once again, $10 make me holla.
Pretty,
what?
$10 pretty good. I mean,
that's pretty good.
Most shirts are $15-$20, so
I don't know.
Pretty affordable.
I mean, shit, Salty Language shirts were an affordable 14 plus shipping.
Right.
So affordable.
Very affordable. As the people who afforded them can tell you.
Yes.
Let's see. You got anything, or should I just keep going?
Just keep rolling,
right.
son. I got basically nothing besides the shit I already talked about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though, as Tony and I are talking, the first football game of the season is currently going on.
It is on right now. I got it on my screen.
I can't so much watch it at the moment, but anyway.
I can tell you scores as it pops up if you like.
Yeah, fair. I can pull it up. No big deal. But anywho, you can still join our Pick'em League if you'd like, because, even missing the first week is probably not that big a deal.
Besides all the ridicule.
Well, I mean, that's only fair.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to join in that, shoot us a message on the Twitter or email or something and say, hey, I want to be part of the league, and I'll send you an invite, and you can join in us making fun of you.
Yes. Plus, it should be just good, clean fun.
Right. And
I don't know. Is there a message board on the league?
I think there is.
Excellent.
I hope so. 'Cause nice. I'm hoping that we can come up with something kind of weird if one of us doesn't win it. You know, like kind of a cool prize maybe for somebody if they win.
Right.
If they can beat the Swamp. No, I'm kidding. Swami's Chris Berman. I'm not even going to go there.
I'm probably going to say the Swampy.
The Swampy.
But it was pretty cool today, so I'm not so much.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It's getting cooler. We'll be all right.
It's true.
So I guess if you want, we could go, since I just mentioned the football thing, you want to take a run through that real quick?
Well, let's make our picks, Bryan.
All right, so what we're going to do is pretty much what we did last season. We're going to, this year we're picking against the spread.
Oh, no NFL music. Do-do-do-do, ba-dun.
Nice. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover the Sunday, Monday, and Thursday games. Or no.
Indeed.
Sunday night. Sunday night, Thursday night, Monday night. Right. We're not going to cover most of the games. We're just going to cover the
premier games, the
premier
TV games.
Yeah. They should all be
prime time games.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. I'm making shit up.
I mean, if you'd like to see our picks, you could join our league, and then you could look at the picks, I'm pretty sure.
Boom.
Or if you really want to know them, I can tell you some other time. But anywho, the first game, which is the one going on currently, we both already made our picks earlier, and it was that, what was it, New England minus 3.5? Yeah. It's Pittsburgh at New England minus 3.5. Which means that if you take New England, they must win by at least 4 points.
Right.
If you were to pick Pittsburgh in that situation, they either have to win, tie, or lose by no more than 3 points. Which, picking against the spread makes things a lot more difficult than, just
picking the winner.
Yeah, because in a lot of games you have two teams that are similarly matched, and it's like, ooh, it's a coin flip here. And
right.
Anyway.
If it was easy, Vegas wouldn't do it.
Right. And I picked New England in this game.
I also picked New England.
Yeah. Oh, no. You know what? I did not. I picked Pittsburgh, and I'm a dum-dum because they're getting whooped.
They are getting whooped.
So what is it, 21-3 right now, I
21-3 right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a point on that one if it continues.
It's going to probably be shortly be 28-3.
I don't know why I took... Oh, you know what? I think I took it that way because 4 points... I thought Pittsburgh was going to put on a better show than they did. But I should have known better. New England's going to come out with a chip on their shoulder,
Well, yeah, exactly.
Something to prove.
Like, Brady's going to be like, bitch!
Right. Like, Brady should be wearing a deflate these with an arrow on the shirt to the press conference.
Like his towel in front of his dick.
Yeah. Deflate D's.
Deflate D's.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's see. I'm looking for the Sunday night game, and I can't find it. Because there's no... Yeah, that's the Thursday
Hopefully
game.
I remember what I actually picked on my Pick'em League for when I say here.
Nice. There we go. Sorry. Sunday night is the Giants at the Cowboys. The Cowboys are minus 5.5. So, same scenario. If you pick the the Cowboys, they must win by at least 6 points. And I picked the Cowboys.
I'm pretty sure I picked the Cowboys, too.
I didn't really have a big reason other than I think the Cowboys' offense is just better. Although they lost their leading rusher, but,
Right.
Whatever. I don't know. We'll see. And as of right now, it looks like, the people voting agreed with us, but it's pretty split. Monday night, there's 2 games this week because, that's how they do it the first week of the season.
Goddamn first week.
Yeah.
Screwing everything up.
All the footballs. So the first game is Philadelphia Eagles at the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are plus 0.5, which is a weird... That's almost a push, So if you pick Philadelphia, they must win by at least 1 point. If you pick Atlanta, they must either win, tie, or lose by no more than 0 points. I'm not sure how you can lose by no more than 0 points.
Yeah, that doesn't math well in my brain.
Right. So I picked Atlanta, though. Because I just think they'll win the game. That's why I picked them.
I think I picked the Eagles. See, I wish I could remember. I wish I had a laptop.
Right. The Eagles are the overwhelming pick at 77%.
So I think I picked the Eagles.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I did, and if I didn't, well, I did on the show.
Right. So, and then the second Monday game is Minnesota Vikings at the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers are 2.5-point negative. So, again, that means if you pick San Francisco, they must win by 3 or more points. Minnesota has to either win, tie, or lose by no more than 2 points. And I picked San Francisco.
I'm pretty sure I also picked San Francisco because fuck you, Vikings.
Yeah, and again, that's bucking the trend because it looks like, was it 70% roughly? 65.25% picked the Vikings. So I don't know if I'm doing this backwards or what, because I just kind of feel like, I don't know, like the Vikings have not been very good. But San Francisco, I know, lost a lot of players and all that, but it's just interesting that when all they have to do is win by a field goal, you know,
right?
That like people are voting that they won't win by a field goal. So I find that kind of interesting.
Now, could this be the salty language lock of the week?
I don't know. We could pretty much take. Well, not this game that's going on right now because apparently I'm really dumb. Yeah, probably. I mean, we both took it, so we'll call that the lock of the week so that we'll be...
That was a door closing, guys.
That was amazing. I
know, right?
I thought that a door actually joined us to close.
You're like, holy shit, he hooked up the soundboard? That's amazing.
I did. I thought... So, yeah, there's our picks for the week here, and after this we should be sorted out. Although we should, realistically, we probably should do the following, right? Because this is going to end this Monday. We'll record Friday. There'll be a Thursday game, and yeah, we almost would have to go into that to stay ahead of this.
Maybe we don't do Thursday games then.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll straighten it out next week or something.
Yeah, that's what we do best.
Yeah, that's it.
Put it off.
Right. So yeah, there's that. Let's see, what else did I have here? Did you see Apple's mostly underwhelming announcements yesterday?
I saw some of them. I don't know about the whole iPhone having like a click screen now kind of thing or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a fan of the fact that if
the 3D touch or whatever they call it. That
like if you barely push on something, you highlight it. If you push a little harder, it shows more. And if you push really hard, I'm like, that just so that's going to be such a pain in the ass. Like, I don't care how responsive that glass is. That's going to be a pain in the ass.
Right.
How many times are you going to mean to only hit to the second level and you're going to go to third or, you know, I don't know. We'll see. That
and the iPad Pro, I saw some on Reddit that made me laugh.
Yeah.
It was a quote from Steve Jobs.
Oh, yeah.
That just said, you know, if a tablet has a stylus, they're doing it wrong.
Right. Which I disagreed with him on from the beginning. Because the first thing I thought of is these things could be portable graphics tablets for artists. Or if nothing else, they could at least let you throw sketches down that you could then import to your computer later and refine if you wanted to. And that's why when I saw it, and I saw a lot of people balking at the price on it, you know, and when I saw it, I was like, you know, if you compare it to like a Wacom tablet, it's in the ballpark. But Wacom, I think, actually makes a stylus that will work on like all iPads.
Right.
Whereas this, the pencil, as they're calling it, which is fucking stupid, but
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. It's like, just call it the Apple stylus. You don't even need to call it. But I think they didn't want to call it a stylus because of Steve Jobs saying basically their tablets would never have a stylus.
Right.
So, they have a pencil. It's still a stylus. Anyway.
So old man Jobs gets in the dirt and all bets are off.
Yep, exactly. I'm like, hey, let's just spin him a few times. Now, I was like, you know, I love, like, the pencil is really interesting, though. I don't know if you looked at the
Not really,
stuff.
no.
No, it's like, it actually, the iPad is pressure sensitive to the pencil.
Oh, okay.
So if you barely drag it on there, it'll make a thinner line. And while you're dragging it, you can actually, like, and you can do this on the Wacom tablets and stuff, too. Just if you push a little harder, it makes a thicker line. But
that's kind of neat.
If you tilt it, you can kind of almost shade. Almost like if you took a paintbrush, or those brush markers, and pulled them down a little bit and pulled them to the side, you'd get a thicker, line across it. It looks like it could be really good to use. It looks like it's a pretty good design tool, but they don't work on the old iPads. They only work on the new one.
Right.
And I think that was a mistake. I know they want to sell the new product, but if they would have made those at $100 that you could buy for any iPads, they'd probably sell the shit out of them.
Now, does it only work on a new one? Because the new one probably has that 3D sense
Probably.
screen or whatever.
Yeah, probably. And, like I said, I was reading last night that Wacom makes a stylus that will work on, like, all iPads. I don't know. I haven't tried it or anything, but I know it's like $100. They have a smart stylus or something.
Right.
So the real problem I have with the thing is two things. One, our friend Don pointed out, which is perfect, which is Apple needs to stop every time they go, here's our new product, and starting it at 16 gigs. Like, there's no reason to start things that small anymore. They need to just start them at 32 or 64 or something.
Especially when it's got a 4K camera in there.
Exactly.
To record shit with.
Yeah, they need to just stop with this low-end stuff like that. I know they do it so that their initial price point isn't completely nuts. Because otherwise you'd have the low end on this be $1,000 basically.
Right.
So,
yeah.
And the other thing is, if you buy the Surface Pro that Microsoft has, that thing actually runs Windows. It doesn't run Windows mobile operating system. It runs Windows. So you can run full-on Photoshop in the thing. On this iPad, there'll be a Photoshop app, but it's not Photoshop.
It's not Photoshop.
Because it doesn't run OS 10 whatever. It runs the mobile OS,
Right.
So there's things that I really dislike about that I really think Apple, I don't know, it's so funny because, like, they're so close, but then they just come up short. And, like, they're supposed to be, like, the Surface Pro 4 or something like that is supposed to be any time now. I think they're going to be announcing it, or it's dropping or whatever. And I was like, I really hate using Windows. I don't like their newer operating systems, but if I'm going to buy a tablet to draw on for this kind of purpose, I'm either going to buy a Wacom one, because that's what they're made for.
Right.
Or I'm probably going to buy a Surface, because it's also a laptop. This one I'd have to buy like a $160 keyboard, and I got to buy that stylus on top of it already being the price it is. The Surface comes with its stylus.
Right.
Like, you don't have to buy an external one. It comes with it. If you buy the Wacom tablet, it comes with a stylus. So I think that was I know it's typical Apple, but I think that's a mistake. I really do.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So, in case anyone gave a shit.
Right.
That's my look at it from, an artist / Apple lover's perspective.
Makes sense to me.
I liked it, but
didn't like it at the same time.
Yeah, I think there were a lot of drawbacks. Like, it's about time they offered a stylus, though. I just think their defiance of stylus as a tool is stupid when everyone else is embracing it, and they're like, nope. It's like, that's what people want, though. You can draw on the thing.
What is this, a Palm Pilot?
Like, I remember, the girlfriend the one year watching Project Runway, and their sketching time, they just had those, like, Surface tablets in front of them. They just drew right on the dang thing. And I'm like, if Apple made it, they would probably have theirs right there, So, meh.
Meh, indeed.
Meh. Now, if someone wants to buy me one, I'm not against receiving one for free.
Good call.
I will gladly
to market test it.
I'll tell you this, aside from having to hold that monstrosity, it'd probably be awesome to read comics on that thing.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be, like, full size and look amazing, and, yeah. So, all right. Well, I guess that's all I got. So we can go into the Q of the W or the Shut Up and Take My Money, whichever you want to go to.
I'm going to do Shut Up and Take My Money because I got the shit pulled up right here.
Shut up and take my money.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah.
Brian, have you ever heard of Everblocks?
No, maybe? I don't think so.
Everblocks are sick as fuck.
Now, is that their pitch line?
It should be.
Because that's pretty good. I might go well in that case.
Basically, what they are giant Legos. that you can build like
yes.
furniture and shit out of.
I know what you're talking about. I saw this the other day. These are awesome.
These are awesome.
Yeah.
They're not super affordable.
Right. Well,
but they're awesome.
Neither are Legos, in fairness.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sold out, but for I just was looking at it. What is it? You can get a 26 mixed block kit. And it's like $160 basically.
Yeah.
Which isn't terrible, I guess. But I mean, because like a block that's a foot long by half a foot wide is like $7 1/4.
Yeah.
But I would love to have some of these just to fuck around with.
Right? It would be awesome to have stuff built out of those and
build a Lego bar.
Right? Nice. I think I saw like a bookshelf, and what else did I see? I think someone just did a shelf or something, or a window box kind of a thing with some. So yeah, the bookshelf I saw was pretty awesome.
It's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Giant fucking Legos.
Right.
I mean, I'm so in.
Right. Okay, we just need somebody to throw all the monies at us, and then we can have these things in our wizard tower.
Exactly. Lego podcast studio.
Yes. That would be awesome. Like, well, not everything, because I don't want to really sit on them. But
no, that looks very uncomfortable.
Right. I mean, you could make a chair and put cushions in it. Then it'd probably be okay. But I don't know how sturdy they would be.
They look pretty damn sturdy.
All right. Well, they look pretty damn sturdy. I'll go with it.
Yeah.
My
keen engineering eye.
Right.
Yes.
From all those years of looking at things.
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
That makes sense. See, I didn't mention this earlier because I didn't know if your Shut Up and Take My Money would be this or not. This isn't necessarily a Shut Up and Take My Money. It's really creepy. Did you see the thing from ThinkGeek that's the Joker from Death of the Family story?
No, I did not.
See, I can't really send you the picture, can I?
No, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'll send it to you later so you can look at it. But anyway, you know how the Joker for a little bit there had he had cut his own face off basically.
Oh yeah, right.
So he had it back on and it was like stapled, it was like
stapled
stretched.
And shit, right?
Yeah, and anyways, it's him in like his Joe Mechanic thing, and it's for like your garden to where it looks like he's climbing up out of the ground.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And it's things like 36 by 24 and 10 inches high. So
right.
It's, I was looking for how much it cost, but I don't see a cost on it. It says, settle down, dog. Settle down.
Well, Jeannie got balloons.
Oh.
And they freaked the dog out because they move every once in a while.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, fuck, intruder. And I tried to show her, like, it's a balloon. I touched the balloon, and she freaked. I thought she was going to piss her pants. She freaked out so much. That makes sense, yes. Because she was wearing pants.
Right. What an odd thing for a dog who's not house trained.
Right?
But when she's wearing pants, she doesn't go. She knows.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't want to mess up them sweet threads.
Right. Right? So, anyway, I was like, this thing's creepy as hell, but it'd be kind of cool to have. And
it would be awesome. I'd like to put it in like a front window.
Right? Yeah. Oh man, put it in the back of someone's car,
like in their trunk.
Yeah, so even better.
Hey, can you put that in my trunk for me?
Yeah, sure.
Oh god, it's the Joker.
Just soiled. Just everything is soiled at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we might have to take a break because I think I got to take my dog out to pee. She's just because I certainly don't want to clean up a puddle.
Right. All right. Fair enough. Well, we'll be right back.
It's promo time.
Yeah, it is.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net's Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Welcome to the Wicked Radio Network.
You are now leaving the world of Musings of a Geek Podcast Network. Stay geeky, my friends.
All right, we're back. Hope
Still the same old G?
Yeah. Nice. Don't call it a comeback. So we've reached the part of the show where it's time for the Q the W.
Q W.
Well, it's time for the Q the W recap, then the Q the W. But whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah. So last week we asked you what your favorite Wes Craven movie was, and we got a few responses. Annalise from the Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks podcast, Daft Pod as I like to call him.
Indeed.
She said that Swamp Thing 82 was her favorite, which I can understand because, that was a pretty strong movie. So
True.
So I said there was a lot of good ones. It was just tough to pick against Nightmare on Elm Street.
I mean, if I'm making a nice roast, though, I go for Swamp Thing 81, personally.
What color of a wine is Swamp Thing?
It's probably awful.
Awful, yeah. Oh, man. Where is it? Oh, Fluffy Bunny Ash on the tweets. She said, where is it? It's probably Nightmare on Elm Street. It's too iconic to deny, and it's directly responsible for one of my favorite Simpsons Treehouse of Horror sketches ever. But to buck the trend a bit, I'm going to go with the 70s version of The Hills Have Eyes. I watched with some friends at a sleepover when I was about 12, and it scared the crap out of us. I'll also say that one of the fond memories of being terrified with my friends that night. I don't know, I'm missing something there. I must have mistyped something. It says, but my favorite Wes Craven movie, or moment in a movie, is Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, a monkey Wes. Jesus, you guys aren't even trying anymore. Wes Craven then says, market research says people love monkeys. So, which I was a funny moment. I don't know if people remember it or not, but it's a funny moment.
It is classic.
Yeah. Where is it? Oh, I forgot, actually. Before we go too much further, actually, I got all out of sorts here. We got an overall email from our pal Heno.
Right.
That said he would like to apply for the position of general manager of Cunts and Curls.
Oh, perfect.
He believes his lifestyle uniquely qualifies him to manage such a concern for you, or at least be a personal trainer. Which, naturally, Heno will, he's right on the stack. All we need, Heno, are scandalous nudes and a resume, of course.
Well, of course.
Now, bonus points if the resume is on your scandalous nudes. Just saying.
Yeah, or the resume scandalous itself.
Yes. Fair enough. Yes. Yeah. Full of plot holes and lies.
Yes.
Much like our lives. Wait. He said about Tom Brady being acquitted, that wasn't even based on evidence, but rather NFL union policies. It'll be interesting to see if the NFL appeals, which I don't know if they did or not, but he's playing tonight, so
there you go.
Yeah, whatever.
Like I said, it was that sweet Giselle pussy.
They've won anyway since the NFL has had plenty of off-season exposure that had nothing to do with concussions or spousal abuse.
Well, this is also
very true. Yeah.
Which also, oddly happens at the same time sometimes.
Yeah, right. Wait. Sometimes the trout bag's on too tight and you get a little aggressive. And, yeah. Remember, kids, you got to be careful.
Always put on your trout bag.
Yeah. Let's see. He says his favorite Wes Craven movie was People Under the Stairs. It was just so weird as an absolute guilty pleasure for him. And then he makes some comment about being the control monkey, or the idiot control group in our Pick'em League, which he's now part of. So,
oh, excellent.
Yeah, which, perfect. And then I have a response for the Q of the W from Cheeto Bandito. Says the Wes Craven movie I would have to pick would be A Nightmare on Elm Street for obvious reasons. However, as a kid, I loved watching Swamp Thing, the incredibly cheesy Shocker, which sounds like a really horrifying movie. Given the whole, two in the pink, one in the stink thing.
Yeah. He just dips his hand in a big, vat of cheese whiz.
Right, or when it comes back, it's cheesy. I mean, either way, it's terrifying.
That is awful.
And it's got a really, really thin thong wrapped around it. I don't know. And orangutan hair.
Of course.
Just for funsies.
Little packing tape.
Oh, obviously. I want to see her Tinder profile.
Oh my God! No, you probably don't.
Yeah, I do. You've seen some of the ones I've seen. I mean,
Yeah, fair enough.
they're pretty awful.
It's probably her picking up like those like those Atlas stones like the world's strongest men do.
Yeah,
she's picking it up just with her vagina.
Nice. That
would be impressive.
I would see that for the story.
Same here, actually.
Yeah, I mean, let's not lie. I would pay to see that for the story. In fact,
it's like an elephant trunk picking up an apple,
right? Yeah, it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
But yeah, he says that he meant the movie, not the 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink. Shocker.
Oh, actually, Shocker was an entertaining movie.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when that came out, like the premise of it, people were like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that actually kind of happens." Except, sometimes people don't die from the electric chair.
Yeah, yes.
It's not quite the same, but there's not a full element of truth. But again, the scary stuff usually has a little foundation in some truth, I guess. But
it's true. It's true.
Oh my God, I forgot I had one other thing for us to go over. But anyway, we'll do that after the Key of the W. All right.
Okay.
That's all I got for the recaps.
Recaps are a go.
Yeah.
So, Brian, my current Q of the W this week for us and our lovely listeners, the enthusiasts out there.
And the rest of you savages.
Yeah, and everyone else.
Yeah.
Is, what's more awesome than, like, Ocean's 11 and, like, The Italian Job and shit like that, right?
Okay.
So, what would your role be in a heist movie?
That's a good one. I like that. Man, that is really tough. Because I'm pretty useless.
That made me laugh too hard, Brian.
All right. I think I got it. I think I got it. This isn't comical. This isn't really a big thing. I am an overanalyzer. So I would say that my role would be to go over the plan and look for holes, basically.
Right.
Like, they're like, oh, security of this. And, my goal would, part it would be to basically go, yeah, but they usually think this way, kind of a thing. So I think I'd be the guy who, like, looks for plot holes, basically.
Nice.
Which, like I said, it's not big and exciting, but it's a job that should be there.
It should be there.
Yeah. So
I figured I'd be the wheelman because I drive a lot as it is.
Yeah.
Cat-like reflexes.
Right.
And I think I could pull off a transporter suit.
Fair enough. Either that or you would be providing trout bags for everyone.
Yes, or trout bag provider.
Well, maybe both.
Well, trout bag provider / installer.
Wait. Well, a proper fit is important.
It is.
I mean, just like, a proper fit for the, the brassieres for the ladies,
Exactly.
as your wife is always clubbing people over the head about. Rightfully so. You know, men, same thing. If you're going to wear a trout bag, you need, proper fit because you don't want to have lower back problems because your trout bag's not fitting right.
Yeah, digging into your ass fat.
Ass fat. Yeah, basically.
Yeah. No one needs that.
That's just no good.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could see that. Now, I'm really curious. I kind of almost, I'm not going to, but I almost want to look up, like, Ocean's 11 or whatever and kind of look for the different roles because I can't remember all of them.
Well, because usually there's the wheel guy, there's the gun type guy.
Right, there's the guy who's running the point basically on the walkie-talkies, coordinating. And
there's like the tech dude, usually. There's like an explosion guy.
Right. Yeah. There's no laying in the corner crying, or that would be my... No, I'm kidding.
There's not a laying in the corner crying guy, as far as I know.
There could be, though.
usually there's a sexy lady.
Right. I was going to go with that, but I was going to go as eye candy, but then I was like, nah, it's too easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Too easy. Love it.
Yeah, I think I nailed it, though, because given me, if anytime anyone's, like, planning a surprise party for someone else, I'm usually, like, running all the scenarios through my head ahead of time. Kind of like if you're familiar with Midnighter, the comic book character. Like, before a fight, he analyzes, like, every possible scenario and is like, I already know how this fight ends. Kind of a guy. Like,
right.
That's just my power, except I'm not as cool or good at fighting. So...
Need a better nickname then. You should call yourself. You're up all night anyway.
Yeah,
you should
true.
be the Midnighter.
No, I'll be the all-nighter.
Nice.
Yeah. How you like them apples, son?
Wait.
What?
Wait, I got it.
Oh, all right.
We need a black IPA called All Night.
Yes.
Nice.
Put that on the list of the salty language beers. Because I'm all in on that one. Oh, man. All right. So, man, that's a good question. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Good job. Good job.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, I have one last bit of thing that I wanted to mention. Do you remember ever ago, we brought up how we would love to know if anyone ever chronicled how many men...
Narnia?
No, close.
Oh.
How many men the Golden Girls all slept with.
Oh, yes.
I actually stumbled upon this. There's a website, what's it called? Distractify. It says, we finally know how many men the Golden Girls really slept with.
No shit.
No shit. So I'm not going to read the whole whatnot. I'll put the link in the show notes if you want to read the explanations and whatnot. I'm just going to give the numbers, basically.
I was like, all I need is numbers.
All right. So
for these dirty whores.
So here we go. How about this? Who do you think ranked fourth, which is lowest, worst, whatever?
I would go... See, I don't remember her character names.
Okay.
Because I'm an awful human.
That's
but I'll go
fair.
Betty White.
Okay. No.
No.
She's number 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You want another guess, or you want me to just tell you?
Then I got to go not Blanche. Who is... God, I can't remember any of their fucking names, man.
All right, there's Dorothy, Blanche, Sophia, and Rose. Notice the lack of hesitation on my part as I...
Blanche is the whore.
Right.
Sophia's the oldie one.
Right. The oldest. Yeah.
Dorothy's Dick Butkus of the group.
Right.
And Rose is Betty White.
Yes.
Check? Okay.
Check.
All right, so it's... Number 4 is going to be Dorothy.
Nope.
What?
No,
She's number 2?
It's Sophia, like, obviously, yeah.
Well, I thought so, because it'd be funny if she was, like, all cock-hungry.
Oh, it would be, yeah. I think it's because for a while they kind of stayed away from it with her, and then they kind of started having her go after more and more men as it went on. So,
man.
Hey,
all
listen, get it, girl?
Yeah, really.
25 men. Like, I'm guessing this is during, like, this is, I think, supposed to be, like, through their lives as chronicled via the TV show. So there's going to be potential for, being wrong, but this is pretty good. So 25.
For Sophia?
For Sophia. Rose clocks in at 30, so close.
Right.
Dorothy, 40. And Blanche, want to take a stab at it?
Jesus, it's going to be something ridiculous. I'm going to go, like... 150.
165.
Oh, so close.
Blanche is more than the rest.
About that one night when she did 15.
Right. So if you add the other 2 up, that's 95. Or the other 3 are 95. Blanche clocked in at almost twice those.
Jesus. Blanche just had to wear Depends to soak up all that jizz.
Right.
Good Lord.
Let's just say she had no problems with the Stay Puft, man.
Like, this is like Wednesday.
Yeah.
I don't know her voice.
Good enough.
I'm sure it wasn't that, though.
Close enough. She was the one with the southern accent, so.
That's right.
You were pretty close. Yeah.
Good Lord,
it does
Blanche.
say on there, she scored 3 proposals during the show. And I think Dorothy had 2 during the show, if I'm not mistaken. Plus, she was married to Stan, obviously. But they were all married at one point, so. So there you go. We
Blanche
wondered.
Is just like ski pulling dudes at bingo night.
Yeah, pretty much. We wondered. Someone put the maths to it. So that's and from reading their breakdowns of it, there's a pretty good explanation on all of them. So that is somebody who's rewatched the show and kept a tally as they rewatch, which is amazing.
Is hilarious.
That's the commitment I like to see.
That's what the internet and boredom will do to you.
Right. So, I figured that'd be... I figured we'd get a kick out of that since we did bring it up once before. So, there you go.
Well, the more you know.
Right. So, on that note, go check us out over at thesaltylanguage.com.
Wait, did Blanche ever hook up with Ubu? Like, sit, Ubu, sit.
I don't think so. I don't think she went that far.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she was
MGM
pretty...
Lion?
She isn't what I would call choosy. Unless you mean choosy and all that dick.
Choosy moms choose all of
that dick. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, saltylanguage.com. We'll have links and we won't because Tony can't really do. I don't. Did you update it? Okay,
I can.
All right.
It just takes a little longer, and I have to use my son's little Chromebook.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess all I can say is just need a little patience. Anyways,
Yeah.
So
everything should be squared away. Well, I got a laundry. I won't get home till
it's
late
gonna be a long
Sunday.
weekend. So let's say by some point next month, Tony will have the site updated.
Easily, it'll definitely be updated by Monday evening if I don't do it Sunday.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have links and whatnot. This stuff will all be in the show notes, though, as always. If you'd like to join our Pick'em League, shoot us a message and say, hey, send me the invite, yo. And we will. You can email us at saltylanguage@gmail.com through the website, or you can hit us up on the Twitter at salty_language. You can find me at Stunami.
I am at Monotony.
Right on. And also, please check out my other podcast, The Crazy Life.
Plus the plethora you've guested on.
Yeah, I've been on like all the shows lately, so yeah, it's pretty much just flipping through the channels and it's all me.
Right.
Hashtag all the Bryan.
New hashtag
time. Yeah, I guess that about does. Well, again, if you're going to shop on Amazon, please go to our website first and then click on the Amazon link and then go shop as normal. It doesn't cost you anything extra, just a couple extra seconds, and they toss us a shekel or two.
Yep, throw us a couple half nickels.
Right. And there's also a Patreon link on our website if you'd like to become a Patreon subscriber, which we still have not come up with something for, but maybe we have. And, you
Crown Royal bags.
Yeah! Nice.
Nice.
We'll just draw, badly drawn phalluses on all of them. Awesome.
We'll
just write Trout bag on the other side.
I would say, my mother-in-law has an embroidery machine.
It'd just be awesome.
If I could convince her to put Trout, just put Trout bag, and I just as long as I don't have to explain what it is.
Right. That would be awesome, but I think you might have to explain what it is.
Yeah. That's where you put your trout.
Like,
what's that? A dick.
Why would you keep fish in a cloth bag? Like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Are you going fishing? Then don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's cool. It's street talk.
It's cool. Yeah.
That's what all the kids are into these days, smoking trout.
See what you did there. Although,
right?
Yeah. There's a little...
What?
Yeah. All right. I think that's it. So, for now, have a beer, you'll be fine. I totally blanked.
Stay trouty.
That's funny. I was going to say go trout yourself, but... so...